Lelo, a Lelo burti, literally a field ball, is a Georgian folk sport, which is a full-contact ball game, and very similar to rugby. Within Georgian rugby union terminology, the word Lelo is used to mean a try, and the popularity of rugby union in Georgia has also been attributed to it. In 2014, Lelo burti, along with khridoli, a traditional martial art, was inscribed by the government of Georgia as a non-material monument of culture. It appears in the 12th century Georgian epic poem The Knight in the Panther skin, in which the characters play Lelo burti. Traditional varieties. Lelo was played in Georgia from ancient times and is still played on occasions in rural areas. A field would be selected and, in earlier times, the Lelo teams would consist of a few dozen players each, and the field would sometimes have to be crossed by a stream, which the players would have to ford in pursuit of the ball. Sometimes the playing field was between two watercourses. The two teams, usually consisting of the male population of neighboring villages, would face each other. The number of players from each side was not set traditionally, but included any able men each village could summon. A large, heavy ball was placed in the middle of the field, and the goal of the game was to carry it over the river to the half of the opposing side. The game took place over a wide area, sometimes stretching for several kilometers on very rough ground. The contestants would have to contend with spurs, hills, valleys, woods, cascading streams and marshes. The task was to get a ball into a certain place, say, over the settlement boundary or to the foot of the mountain. Any means necessarily could be employed to drive the ball forward, feet or hands. Sometimes they would play the game on horseback. Quote, "It was believed that the winning team would secure a better harvest for the village." Standardized version. During the Soviet period, Lelo became standardized. Nowadays Lelo is played according to strictly defined rules on a proper pitch of 90 to 135 meters in length and 60 to 90 meters in width. The match ball is round and made of leather, filled with grass, horsehair or sheep's wool. It weighs 2.5 kilograms and is 85 to 90 centimeters long. Quote, "This standardized version features 15 a-side teams, and forward passing. Players are allowed to knock the ball out of opponents' hands, but unlike American football, the blocking of opponents without the ball is not allowed. The pushing and tripping of opponents is also disallowed, and players are not allowed to jump on them. The object is to get the ball into the goal mouth, which is known as a mark. Players are also only allowed to carry the ball for 5 seconds before passing. The game consists of two halves of 30 minutes with a 10-minute interval. Georgia. The Lelos. The Lelos are the national rugby union team of Georgia. One standard cheer of Georgian rugby union fans is Lelo, Lelo, Sakat Velo.